Welcome back everyone. In this video I'm going to be going through some apps that I use that are related to investing and day trading. So let's jump into it. Just before we jump into the apps that I use that are related to investing and day trading, just want to say thank you very much for your continued support. Obviously the return to YouTube after about a 4 or 5 month break is a bit difficult because obviously I'm taken completely out of the algorithm. So if I could get you to like the video, that would be really appreciative, and if you're new here on this channel, make sure you subscribe. Now without further ado, let's jump into my phone. So as you can see already, this is my folder. It's not a huge one, and if we slide over to the app library, I can tap into finance, and you can see here obviously Barclays, my bank, Lloyds, which is also my bank, Yahoo Finance, FTX, which is a crypto holding platform that I use, Market Watch, which is good because they have notifications that pop up with the latest market news, which is good for like reports and just general kind of news with what's going on with Biden or the UK banks, etc. Monzo, another bank, Stocktwits, which is a hilarious platform, which we'll jump into in a second, and Trading 212, which is my trading platform, as you probably know if you've watched any videos on my channel before, and vVew, which is obviously a charting platform, and the wallet is just an Apple wallet. So if we go back to this folder, we'll jump into the first app, which is Stocktwits. So here we have Stocktwits. It's a fairly simple platform. You have a watch list, which of course you can just type into the Discover tab down the bottom here, right in the middle. You can see Discover and the little kind of magnifying glass thing. So we can do that. We'll just search for a stock. We'll go Apple, and what you can do is tap on the top one, which is Apple, and then in the top right hand corner you can see a plus sign, and then you can just add that to your watch list. And what that does is it adds to your watch list, which is fairly self-explanatory. Hit back onto home, which is in the bottom left, and you can see it's added to my watch list just here at the top of my watch list, which is Apple. What this platform does is obviously it tells you the movement of the stock, as you can see. So let's just go into a random stock. We'll go into Mullen, which is Mullen Automotive. They do like batteries and all that. They're a penny stock and they're all over the place at the moment. And you can see that there's a live chat basically going on, and new posts will keep coming. There we go, obviously that's one that's popped up straight away, and you can just go through and see what people are saying, and likewise with other stocks. So Hive, which is a crypto stock, and you can see obviously the latest action there. It tells you obviously all the details. You can go about, so it tells you about the company, and the feed, which is what we were just on, and then the fundamentals, which is just kind of the numbers behind the company, and obviously the latest news behind the company. And if you scroll down here, you've got Palantir and Neo. If you tap onto Palantir, you can see obviously these are highly volatile stocks and lots of volume, so obviously there's lots of chat about them, so you can kind of see what people are saying. Now obviously don't believe everything everyone's saying. It's kind of the same as Twitter. You take the information as you will, then you kind of dive into it yourself, do a little bit more research. But that's Stocktwits in a little bubble. If you want me to dive into it a little bit more, just comment down below and obviously I'll jump into that a little bit more. Next one is FTX. I don't have a lot in here, so you can see that I've only got £47, very small, and it's all in Shiba. Yes, I'm still in Shiba, but it's just there, it's kind of sitting there with 5.36 million shares, which sounds ridiculous, but they are very, very cheap. So that's just sitting there, and you can see that you can basically invest in all crypto. Then you can actually invest in stocks now on this, but obviously I'm not really interested in that. So yeah, back to the wallet, and obviously you can go on to more, not too sure what that is. And then you've got news, signal, track, market. Again, just a little pointer of what the app is there for you. So the next app in my folder is Yahoo Finance. Let's jump into there. And we can see at the top here just some recent kind of indices / stocks, whatever. At the top, just giving you the latest movements. Don't really look at that, to be honest with you. And then we've got lists, which are all my lists. You can see my long-term portfolio, my major stocks, more stocks, even more stocks, and crypto. So jump into those. So long-term portfolio here. This is not all my long-term portfolio. I've just got a few of these stocks, but I just added a few more just to, stay on top of what they're doing. Obviously, but the general markets, obviously SPY and QQQ at the top. We come out of there, go into major. These are all the major stocks that we've got here. So we've got the UK one, which is currently live, which is red right in the middle there, down 0.5%. And then we've got obviously the big stocks down the bottom: Google, Apple, Meta, Amazon, and Microsoft. So yeah, that's the major shortlist, and then we'll just jump out of there and we've got stocks. They're just random stocks. We've got Etsy, Lucid, Pubmatic, and all that kind of stuff. And then even more stocks. And then, well, that's more stocks. Now this is even more stocks, and you can see here just random stocks to look at. And then down the bottom we've got crypto, which is just, we've got the 5 cryptos at the top, and then the 4 crypto related stocks down the bottom there. I do have a video on Yahoo Finance as a whole, which has actually turned out to be quite popular, so go ahead and check that out on the top right hand corner. I'll stick a link up there obviously so you can watch it. So that's Yahoo Finance, kind of as a nutshell really. We've got down here news and some utilities, as you can see right in the middle of the screen, just upcoming earnings reports. I don't find them to be very accurate. So if you're looking for earnings reports, I would actually physically search the company and find out where they're doing it on Google or on their website, on their press releases, because I don't find Yahoo to be that consistently accurate, should we say. And then just below that, custom price alerts, which is of course I have got price alerts set up for some stocks. So if they alert, then maybe that's a buy signal or a sell signal, etc., etc. So that's Yahoo Finance. We jump out of there, and the next app we're going to look at is MarketWatch. This is MarketWatch. I literally just use this for news. I don't really, I don't have a watch list thing, which you can see in the bottom right hand corner. There's a tab for watch list and there's a tab for markets. I'd use Yahoo Finance for that, but this is just for news. US stock futures ease after S&P ended Monday at the highest level in a month. This is completely useless for this video because I'm hoping this will be kind of evergreen content. But you can see this is where I get my news from, just seeing where everything comes from. Now obviously you do have to sign up to see the whole news report, but I just want the headlines, I just want to see what's going on, and then I'll dig into it perhaps on another website. So that's a really quick one, that was MarketWatch. The next one is TradingView. This is where I do all my stock research. I tend to do it on the laptop, but if I'm at work on my lunch break or something like that, I'll just jump into these charts. So for example, we will jump into Tesla because everyone likes Tesla, hopefully. And you can see here, this is what the latest stock news is doing. If you haven't seen my strategy video, which is involving the moving averages, again I'll link that on the top right hand corner so you can see that. And you can see that the three lines that you see, I said you see quite a lot. There's a light blue, a medium blue and a dark blue. And that's a 21, 50 and 200 moving average. I won't dive into it a bit more because that other video will do that for you. And obviously what you can do is add lines, as you can see there, and that's kind of resistance and support lines that I've drawn in the past. They may not be that accurate now, but obviously I kind of move them around if I need to, as you can see. So that might be a good support line. And as you can see, it kind of dropped below support and now it's coming back up. So that could actually be a good support going forward as an example. And what I would do is I would make notes on the notepad related to this and then just kind of go through trading like that. So this one's a bit more aimed at trading, although long-term investing is good as well if you're trying to find that adequate entry point for a stock that you can get the most percentage-wise going forward in the next 5 to 10 years. So yeah, this app is really good for that. And also just wants to add this, obviously you've got watch list here on the far left and the bottom. But you can also see on the bottom the news tab. And this is actually really good because again, it just gives you headlines, and then what you can do is you can see at the top here we've got tabs, and what I do is I go to stocks. So we can see the latest news here is Apple is cutting back production of iPhone 14 Plus due to weak demand, which is probably not good news for Apple, which may mean that their stock will drop as an example. And we can actually just tap on that and you can read the full article, which is what I really like about TradingView. You can actually read the articles themselves, so you don't have to sign up for the subscription just to read an article, which I think is a bit ridiculous, but if companies have to make money, that's fair enough. So that's TradingView in a nutshell, and I think it is a really good platform. Make sure you download it. I think you'll get a lot of value out of that one. So my penultimate stock that I'll be showing you on this video is Stocks app. Again, this is really simple. It just has my long-term portfolio in here, and obviously a few indices, and it's just nice to look at really. There's nothing more than that. I just like the dark background, and obviously the green and the red on there. When you get a particularly bad day, you can see a lot of red, and that's not obviously very encouraging, but obviously when you get a green day and everything's up green, as you can kind of see here, it actually feels very good. It feels like your portfolio is moving in the right direction, even if it may not be over the last week or so, because you can actually tap on, say for example, the SPY. You can go for the week, you can go for the month, go for the 3 months, and obviously the year to date is probably the most important because you can see what it is. The only thing that does annoy me is it doesn't tell you the percentage from year to date, but Yahoo Finance does if you tap into the stock. So yeah, I mean you can kind of see the movement, but you can't actually see the percentages down over the year. As we scroll down, you can see popular news related to that particular selection. Again, if we tap into Palantir, scroll down, and we've got some Palantir news here, which is also good if you're on the go, you want to keep up with what your stocks are doing, basically. So we can see here that NEO is 15% down yesterday. If we go back to the day, we can see that I've dropped all the way down actually to 848, back up to 945. So that's actually over a 10% swing back up. And if we scroll down, we can see the news related to that. NEO stock dies below $10. Alibaba, so it's just Chinese related news. I think the Chinese GDP news came out and it wasn't so great, or something related to that, and obviously the recovery related to that is obviously not very good. I mean, there's lots of other videos that other people have done that will be good for that kind of following. Does that make any sense? I'm not too sure. Anyway, so that's the Stocks app. It's on every Apple device. It's a very good app. So the last app we're going to look at is Trading 212, and it's where I do all of my trading. So let's jump into that. It's a really good app. The link in below for a free share if you wanted to sign up. It's up to £100 or something like that. Obviously, you have to be very lucky to get a £100 stock, but you never know. You have to enter in order to do it. This is my account. This is not the real money account, as you can see, with the little hint at the bottom, which is switch to real money. I'm not going to show my real money account in this video, just because this is more of a guide for obviously I want it to be evergreen. So this is just a guide video, and you can see at the top you've got your balance. You've got lots of stocks and watch lists you can scroll through, forex, indices, stocks as well, and you can tap on, say for example Tesla, and it's really simple. You can just tap buy in the top right hand corner, select the amount, so say I wanted to do 50 shares of Tesla, and I can confirm buy. I'm now in that position, and then if it goes up, I make money. If it goes down, I lose money. Simple as that. If you want me to jump into the app of Trading 212, make sure you comment down below. I will do a video on that, because it can be quite complicated to navigate Trading 212, I find. But it is a very good app. It's very solid, very smooth, and it's very reactive. So yeah, if you want me to do that, then obviously leave a comment down below. Moving on, if you see at the bottom here on the second in from the left, we've got like a pie symbol. Let's click on that, and this is basically all your open positions, and as you can see at the top here, open positions and pending orders. If you slide over, which is if you have an order that you want to put in, then you can do that, and obviously when it triggers, then it will switch over to open positions. As you can see, that my Tesla position is actually moving up already, because it was down about 35, etc. Obviously this is not educated, this is just a demo of what's going on. This is not an educated trade by all means. But that's the app in a nutshell. It's a really good app. Like I say, if you want me to dive into it a little bit more, then obviously just give us a shout down below in the comment section. So that's a little insight into what apps I use related to trading, related to long-term investing, anything basically stock related. If you found any value from this, if you found any new stock app ideas, then obviously leave a comment down below. I'd love to see what you found, what you've been using, and if you've got any more suggestions that you think I should use or think about benefit my trading or my investing, obviously I'd love to hear from that as well. So with that being said, guys, that is the end of this video. Make sure you subscribe. I really do appreciate your support, and like I said at the beginning, it's the algorithm hasn't really picked me up again, so make sure you smash that like button. I really do appreciate that. I do actually have another video for you lined up here, which is that strategy one, which we spoke about earlier on in this video, so if you make sure you hit on that, then you can kind of get an insight into what my strategy is. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care, invest safe, and stay safe.